Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about API3. So what is API3? How are they different from band? How are they different from chainlink? What is so special about them? Well, we're going to get all of that, or all into all that and now in this quick video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And by the way, I appreciate all the people who have been tuning in and watching my videos. I spent a lot of time making these videos. I want to make sure you guys get as much as you can out of them and be able to learn how to be your own banker and be able to learn how to make some investments and make wise decisions. Again, this isn't financial advice. This is just my own research. This is my opinion, what I found. Always do your own research. So the perks about API3 is that it's decentralized. So Chainlink and Band, you guys may think, oh, well, those are the oracles. Those are the best ones. Well, they actually aren't decentralized. They are actually extremely centralized, and that's a big issue with them. I'm sure if you guys haven't figured out what happened with XRP and their whole being labeled as a security thing, well, they had someone they could go after, which was Ripple. They were huge holders in the XRP token and quote unquote made them basically the central authority. They made the decisions. So it's really cool. They're actually getting rid of the middleman. So instead they go through an Airnode. So before it would be the customer going directly to or going through Chainlink or Band, which is another central party or another third party. So instead they go directly through the Airnode through the API, and it's just a direct integration, which is great. So it gets rid of the old way where it was going through Band or Chainlink. So here's in their white paper. A lot of people don't read the white papers. White papers are really good to look over because that's where you get all the information. So it's a great project, great program. This is actually how their ecosystem is going to work. So they have the API providers, the dApps, and the stakers. So basically the stakers, the holders of them, they can vote on the ecosystem and they stake and earn rewards. And this is inside the actual API3 program. You have the decentralized authority, the staking pool, and the dApps. And then the dApps go back and forth for anyone requesting them. They had to pay a subscription fee and so on. And then the API providers, they get paid by the DAO to get information and then supply data. So it's a good ecosystem. It all feeds each other. So instead of just one benefiting the most, they all kind of feed into each other. Just for example, like Google, they offer a free service, but basically they're stealing your data. So instead, what Brave browser did is they pay you for your attention, which is great. So here's how it originally or traditionally works with Band, Chainlink, or any of the other oracles. So first it starts with the dApp, which is the decentralized application. Then you have the aggregator, and then it has to go through either of the oracles. So here's your information, whatever it may be. It could be the weather, it could be the news, it could be a stock price, and it goes through the oracle. Then it goes from the oracle to the aggregator, which it then again is another third party getting involved. You don't need these oracles. And the problem with oracles is, well, they're going to make you pay an additional fee, and it's also less secure because now you have to go through their security. What if they mess up? What if someone hacks their system? You lose information. What if it's supposed to be, hey, the Bucks won the Super Bowl, and it's grabbing the information, but a bad actor went in there and said, oh no, the Falcons won the Super Bowl, and you had $1 billion in your betting pool, and you ended up paying the wrong people. Well, you paid the wrong people. Now you got to be the guy who's the bearer of the bad news and says, oh, well, sorry. Well, it's not their fault. It's your fault. Your system messed up. I mean, even though you use someone else's, you use someone else's. You should have picked a better method and a better technology, which what the API3 is looking to do is have the actual API or the data source set up the actual Airnode and send it to the aggregator. So instead of going from API to Chainlink or Band to the aggregator to you or to the dApp, instead it's API, Airnode, aggregator. So it gets rid of that extra step, which is the oracle. The Airnode is part of the API, so I guess instead of API Airnode, it would be the Airnode with the API to the aggregator, to the ecosystem, or to the dApp. So it's pretty cool. Well, not the dApp, but basically the API system, and then the dApp would be like whatever the information is that's being broadcasted. So here's the issues with third-party oracles as middlemen. We kind of talked about this. The vulnerability, so someone can hack the system or mess with it or have a bad actor. The middleman tax, which is basically they say, oh, well, you got to pay us some link tokens, or oh, you got to pay us some band tokens. Forget you, bro. I'm just going straight to the source. I mean, I know how it feels as a real estate agent. A lot of customers will say, oh, okay, great, cool. And then they try to find the owner and go around me. I understand that. That's how it works. Everyone wants to do that because it gets rid of the third-party intermediary. I can tell you from both sides because I own my own properties and I'm an agent for some. And so here's another example. The data feed composed with oracles. We just showed this. It gets rid of this middleman right here. Another issue with the ineffective redundancy would be, for example, say you're using chainlink and band for your data feeds, but they're just going straight to Google, but both of them are going to the same source, and that source is bad. Well, you paid extra to have those two oracles, but the problem is well, they got the information from the same source, so you're basically just wasting money on gas fees and well, link and band tokens. Also, this is another thing, the lack of transparencies. Is that you go through the oracle and they're like, yeah, they're information from our system. So instead of knowing where your source is, so like instead of going directly to the source through the Airnode, you're going through chainlink or band or any of the other oracles that are saying, yeah, this is the information, here it is. Well, where's it from? Oh, yeah, it's from one of our trusted nodes. Trusted by me or trusted by you? Oh, okay. I mean, between me and you, chainlink and band, I mean, it is a business decision. They would probably go to the source that gives the best information for the lowest price. Not always the best information, period. They'll just go to the best information with the lowest price. So in my opinion, it's the most economical decision, and it's not always the best data. And then you can get rid of their tax too, so then you can afford to pay for better data. So this is the Airnode. Basically, it's easy to set up. It's ongoing. You don't have to do anything with it. Let me show it to you. So here's the features of an Airnode. It does not require any specific know-how to operate. In fact, it's a set it and forget it. It doesn't require day-to-day maintenance, such as updating and operating. It's fully managed serverless technology. It's just automatic. Once you set it up, it goes by code and runs. It's built on services priced on demand, meaning that the node operators charge only as much as their node is used. So this allows the API runner or API provider to run an oracle for free and start paying only after they start generating revenue. So basically, the node will just keep running and running until it's requesting for data. And it does not require the node operator to handle cryptocurrency at all, which is huge because 99% of the people that are going to be using these actual oracles are people who don't even want to touch cryptocurrency, who flee it like the plague. Some of the API3 tokenomics, they have different things. You can participate in staking, collateral, governance, etc. So they do have an inflationary system set up to go to 100 million tokens. And basically the reason doing this is so that it incentivizes everyone to stake their tokens in order to earn that stake and to keep up the network. So that also provides an incentive for people to hold it on the system, and it increases the price. So to sum it up, basically is API3 will connect decentralized applications with the abundant data and services offered by traditional web APIs. So this is going to expand the applicability of the blockchain, and it doesn't sacrifice decentralization. So Band and Chainlink and some of the other oracles they are a central authority. They are not decentralized, guys. Remember that. They are not decentralized. That's very important because, well, when you have a third party involved, they have the option to either shut you down or say no thanks. So with API 3, it does run with a DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization, and they allow it to run. So another important thing about this is there's no one that can be gone after, or no one that can be looked to as like the head of API 3. The guy who actually started the protocol, let me show you him. It's Hikeki Hikeki Vadanen. I don't know, something like that. Let's just call him HV for short. He was actually working. He was one of the early node operators on chainlink, and he saw this as a huge problem. Like, they were the central authority, and they were basically just a middleman that really didn't need to be involved. They could just have the APIs just directly broadcasting it through an Airnode to the blockchain, or getting the information itself. And he's like, well, there's really no need for a third party. So if you want to innovate in something, usually when you're working in something, that's where the ideas come about. So the three things that they're building or getting rid of is centralization, the excess fees, and providing more cost efficiency, and they are giving flexibility. The other thing is that it's robust, and it allows it to run quickly and fastly and hands off. So with the Airnode, you basically just create the technology or create the code, sit it and forget it, and it takes like 3 minutes to do. They're working on the Airnode now, and it's going to be very easy to set up. And yeah, I definitely like this project. Anyone who's looking to get rid of that extra party, it is going to save companies money. So if Amazon had a decision to get information for $10 or $5, and it's the same exact information, what are they going to choose? Well, the one for $5. That's just the nature of the business. That's how it goes. If you want to learn more about the Airnode, you can look into some of the articles, but it's basically the first-party Oracle node. Here's also a fundamental for the project. They did change the release of the tokens. So before, they were going to release the initial supply as going to be like 2 years, but instead they did increase it to 3 years with a 6-month cliff. Basically, what that means is they can only sell a certain amount when they get to the 6 months. So basically, these are their early investors, and yeah, it'll just keep more skin in the game. So it'll allow more people to understand that, hey, look, these guys have to stay in it for the long run. Maybe in the future when it's a lot higher, they'll be like, oh, well, I'm staying in here. So yeah, the main thing you want to learn or take from this project, guys, if it was a lot of jibber jabber and a lot of jumbling you didn't understand, this is the main thing you want to take from this picture, or take from this entire video, is we're getting rid of the middleman. If you don't know how that changes it, think about, and like I talk about real estate, or for example, here's a good example, Uber Eats. Obviously, when you order through Uber Eats, it's going to cost you a little more because you're going through a middleman to deliver you the food. If you went directly through the restaurant, you get a better rate. So that's how you can relate it to someone. Basically, what it's getting rid of is the Uber Eats itself. Uber Eats gives a benefit, which is delivering the food. So if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate all the other subscribers that have clicked that button. Guys, it really helps the channel. I really appreciate your feedback, and I really appreciate you guys supporting me. I'd love to make more videos and teach you guys how to become your own banker. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. But wait, there's more. All right, so let's get into our wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 24, verses 13. Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. Know also, wisdom is like honey for you. If you find it, there's a future of hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Guys, just like you want that dessert or that brownie or that cake, ice cream, that food after you eat, go get wisdom. Wisdom is what you need. Wisdom is what you want. That's the only thing you should buy and hold. I know there are some things that you buy and sell when it's higher, but no, always keep wisdom. Wisdom is where it's at. Wisdom one-liner for the day, guys. Thanks for watching.